Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Go to 58! Check, 45's the mic. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, get up!
Here's Jones again on second down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
18! Hey, take 26! Jump out! Get up!
Here's Rodgers. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
45. Mike, 45. I got it.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10.
Delta.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
31's the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Tight end's right. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. Watch the screen.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Shannon! Read 18! 45's the mic. All right, T, let's turn it. All right, T. 45, 45, 45's Mike, 45.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Baby.
Just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And
It's going to be a long
for
day.
this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. No check. Easy. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
On first down, it's Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I'm going to hit you all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
45. Mike, 45. It's a party.
On second down now, it's Jones.
Let's go. Come on.
Making it happen, Captain.
He's
Making
going
it
to take it
happen.
in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from the 20. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I'm coming.
Check 50. Check 50.
Back one.
They'll go again to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check 50. Check back 47.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Check safety.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers
We
first
played to
down
win.
as they're able to
Let's
get the third down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. 1, 2, 3.
The give is to Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
47. Check, 47. Coming. Mike's 47.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
I'm going back to you.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Off the option, it's Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But
now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left.
Boom! That's all.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's got Hamler. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a... It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos take. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, South. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Denver. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And
we
no
got
run
this.
back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep
And the
working.
Bronco defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. No game.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Good. Watch the twist. Hey,
to throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Mike 45. You're not ready. Show it.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins.
Let's go,
and
baby.
The Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
45's the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Hey,
Now Jackson.
hey, watch the lane.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Shift.
Watch it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
All day, baby, all day.
Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, check.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol.
I'm coming.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It's over. Let's dominate.
Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Let's go, fellas.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays to target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go, D.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater rolling to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check.
Delta.
Fresno.
Delta.
Mike, 40's the Mike.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Mike 40. Mike 40.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right here.
Bridgewater to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
He's got a man, complete.
They ain't ready for us.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Yeah.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45.
Jackson.
Here we go.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown.
Bring it, baby,
75 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst thing we realized is that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, We'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Let's go, let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Hey, let's go back, Charles, to your preseason predictions. You gave us what you thought on the AFC. How about the NFC side in 2021?
All right, how about the Washington football team winning the NFC East? I think in the North, Green Bay comes back and represents again. In the South, Tampa Bay, who finished second in their division last year to New Orleans, they win the division this time. And then out west, the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback, Matthew Stafford. And I like the Los Angeles Rams in an upset over Tampa Bay to win.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Check, check, check.
Hey, check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
Ain't no such thing as a
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Delta.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Right there, 40's Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Delta.
Bridgewater now.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Hey, let's get there.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flush to his right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slowed it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike. You must be dreaming. Shift.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. And all the way home from Broncos score.
Touchdown, baby. Hey.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. With the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Field fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And that pretty much has been...